I'm Lisa Miola, and welcome to Just Yoga. So this session, put your best foot forward. We're going to need a few props. Don't be nervous, you have everything you need. First off, something you can kneel on. It doesn't have to be a pad, it can be a thin pillow or towel folded up or a blanket. Some kind of strapping device. It doesn't have to be a strap. It can be a belt, a necktie, or a towel twisted up. And at some point, you may want to have a block or two. You could have a fat book, maybe some fat cans, kitchen ready tomato cans, something that just to steady yourself, not anything to put your entire body weight on, but just something to steady yourself. And that's it. So let's get ready together to put our best foot forward. We're going to start on our knees in a tabletop position. So on our hands and knees, shoulders are over the elbows or over the wrists, nice wide fingers, star shape, sunshine rays, whatever you'd like to call them. Hips are over the knees. And we're just going to start with our cat-cows. We're going to round the spine, push away the earth, tuck the chin to chest. That's our cat. And then looking up toward the sky, arching the spine, that's our cow. And maybe adding a little bit of breath as we move through the two. So maybe a small pause in between in that tabletop. Inhale, exhale. Just warming up the spine a little bit, warming up the body. And wherever you are, come back into that tabletop position. So now we're going to take, and we're going to hinge at the hip, and we're just going to lift behind us and then look towards the ceiling, not at the ceiling. And then coming in, bring the chin towards the knee. So this is our Starboard Pose. And again, adding some breath to movement. Maybe inhale while we're in, exhale as we exert. Inhale, exhale. Just adding more heat to the body. Just give me a couple more. And bring it down. Give your wrists maybe a few rotations. So if they're getting tired, you can make those 1 potato, 2 potato fists, or give them a good wringing out and return to palms down. So I'll do one of each. So again, lining ourselves up, bringing in the knee, exhale. Beautiful starbirds. watching the neck. Motion is slow and fluid. Give me one more. And then when you're ready, coming back down. So we're back in our tabletop position. Great. So I'm assuming by now you've got a chair nearby. So bringing the palms to the chair, let's bring that left foot forward and we're in our low lunge. And gently, we're just going to rock a little bit forwards and back. So forward and back. Just a little bit of heat and length to the back of the leg. And again, adding some breath. If you wanted, you could play with your arms. Maybe adding 2. It's up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with. Keeping that front foot flat. And let's swap. Let's bring the right foot forward. We're starting again with the right ankle, knees over that ankle. And again, gentle rocking back and forth. Excellent. Really paying attention to the sensation behind the knee. Being very careful not to go too much into the hamstring, too much into that ankle joint. And again, being playful if you'd like to add the arm or 2. Okay, so let's bring that one down. Okay, so I'll tell you, let's bring that left foot back again in front, and then I'll ask you if you have your block, your book, or your cans. You're going to just take them in a little bit, maybe just under your thighs. You'll have to be a judge when we do this. And this time, we're going to rock more backwards and bringing up the heel, bringing up the toes, pivoting on the heel. So coming up. And again, your blocks, your books, your tomato cans, those are just going to guide you and keep you balanced. So we're not putting a lot of body weight on those. So this should start to make a little more sense, feel a little bit more flexible than when we started. Getting a little warmer, adding a little more length. So let's pause and swap. So taking up that right foot, coming back, pivoting on the ankle, on the heel, and then coming forward and back. And again, you can play, everybody's torso and limbs are different lengths. So play with where your blocks or books or cans are. And these stretches should feel good. They shouldn't feel painful. They should feel good. This is good stuff for our bodies. And let's bring that back. And we are tall, tall, tall. Let's do a camel while we're here, shall we? We're going to take those fists right into the lower back. Toes are in the mat. We're going to bring those shoulders up and back and down. And we're just looking skyward, where the ceiling meets the wall. And this is where we'll stay. Nice. Last breath, that feels amazing. Excellent. Let's relax those shoulders, come forward. And we're going to bring our hands to the mat. We're back in our tabletop. And we're going to push backwards into our first downward facing dog. And just pedaling through the heels. Nice and easy. Ears are between your forearms. And we're not going to worry if our heels touch the mat. It's a goal. It's a journey. It's not something we're stressing over. So take your time. So let's step that right foot forward in between the palms. And then nice and easy, chairs here. And we're coming up into our high lunge. So we're on the balls of the back of the foot. Knee is over this ankle. And this is our high lunge. And again, if you'd like to play, bringing up the arms, feel free. Yogi's choice, palms together. So this is our high lunge. If you give yourself a little push in the back, just a little push, and then plant the heel down, plant the heel, and then we're going to bend that front knee, that right knee. This is our warrior one. So warrior one, the heels, if you were to draw an imaginary dotted line, would run into one another. So let's check that. Would my heels run into each other? I don't know. Might have to move it a little bit. And then a little bend in that front knee. Now, if this doesn't feel like work, if you feel you could go further, don't. Your goal is to keep this knee over the ankle. So if you feel you need a little more, you're going to go back and back. And again, making sure those heels run on that imaginary dotted line. And this is your warrior one. You are powerful, strong, confident warrior in this crazy world we live in. Palms together. So let's take a step forward into our mountain pose. Mountain pose is a posture of pure alignment. Ears are over the shoulders, over the hips, over the knees, the ankles, etc. The head is light, like a balloon. Shoulders are not shrugged. Take a minute, maybe close your eyes, see how that feels. How do you feel right now? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you tired? Doesn't matter what you feel right now, just notice it. And then take a look at your mind, your emotions. How do those feel? Again, just make a mental note. Don't label it as good or bad. Just make a note. Let's blink open those eyes. And we'll flow through and do a little work on the other side. We don't want the right side to get all the glory. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. We're going to step back with the right foot. And we're going to come into our warrior one on the left side. So again, checking our heels, seeing if they run on that imaginary line, moving it back if you think you need to. Terrific. Now we're going to take those hands, lace them behind the back. And we're going to hinge at the hips, belly towards the thigh, raising the arms, humble warrior. Making sure the knee tracks toward the pinky toe, making sure that right foot is flat on the mat, and just breathing. So let's release the hands, find our chair. Let's lower our right knee to our pad or pillow or blanket. And remember, this is our low lunge. So again, yogi's choice what to do with these hands. And again, frosting on the cupcake. We can have prayer. We can have cactus. Breathing in to this hip flexor. And now finding those books, those blocks. We're going to push back, extend through the left leg, moving into our half monkey pose, which is a half split. So if I wasn't a runner in a previous life, my hamstrings would be a little more supple, but they're very tight. So we are just going to let the body do what it does. Enjoy and embrace the feeling, not force anything. And enjoy this half split. So let's bring the foot down. And we're going to come up into our warrior one again. Palms together. And just like we had stepped through with the lunge, stepping in the back, bringing it forward, we're going to step this back foot forward a little bit more. Now straightening up both legs. So it looks like a short warrior one stance. And we're actually going to be moving into what's called pyramid. So hinging at the hips. We're coming down, 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 finding your chair. If you're more flexible, you can find your blocks or your books. And going as far as the body allows until you can go no further. And then just relaxing the head, the neck, the shoulders. So this is our pyramid. So let's find our chair and let's step it forward into mountain pose. Fabulous. So let's move our props out of the way if we have them on our mat still. And we're going to flow through everything and put it all together in its own flow. Okay? And we will be using the low lunge, the high lunge, warrior one, humble warrior, pyramid, half monkey in its own flow. Exciting, right? All right, starting off in mountain, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. And stepping back, right foot into our warrior one. Warrior one, humble warrior. Bring that right knee down, crescent lunge. Extend through the left leg, half monkey. Bringing it up, high lunge. Give it a little step, pyramid pose. And bring it forward. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, stepping back, left foot into our warrior one. Humble warrior. Low lunge. Half monkey. High lunge. Little press in the back. Pyramid. And step it forward. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Step it back, right foot. Warrior one. Humble warrior. Low lunge. Half split. High lunge. Pyramid pose. Mountain. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Wonderful, stepping back. Left foot. Warrior one. Humble warrior. Low lunge. Half monkey. High lunge. A little push in the back. Straighten those legs. Pyramid pose. And bring it forward. Inhale, exhale. We're back in our mountain pose. How did that feel? Flowing, breathing, stretching. Good. All right, so I ask you now to find your towel, your belt, your strap, whatever you've decided to use today. And we'll do a little bit of practice in our balance. So taking whatever you have and wrapping it around the ball of the left foot. Bringing it up. And extending forward. Flex the foot. Reach it up. Bring it in and down. Awesome. So finding something in your space that you can focus on is really helpful. And then focusing on the breath as you focus on that thing, whether it's on the wall, on your refrigerator, on your, maybe something hanging from your closet door, whatever that is. Okay, right foot. So bringing that up, making sure that standing leg isn't sassy. Extend. Bring it in and down. So it's okay if you're not perfect. Clearly, I'm not. Balance is a practice every day, working on a different type of practice. Tree pose, standing pose, eagle pose, whatever. And typically one side is stronger than the other. So never beat yourself up, because clearly my balance is far from perfect. Okay, so dropping your strap, your towel, your tie, your belt. Bringing the left elbow into the hip. And we're going to bend the knee and just grab the foot behind. And you can reach through with the right if you want. Just doing a little bit of a stretch. So we're not moving into a dancer pose or any kind of pose. Just stretching this thigh. And release. And again, just because I don't use the chair doesn't mean you're not supposed to. You use the chair as you see fit. So if you need to take it, move it beside you, in front of you, please do it. Okay, that's why we have the chair here, right? Right elbow into the right hip, grabbing the foot. And that's it, just stretching the thigh. Excellent. So maybe that felt a little bit better for you, huh? All right, so we're going to make our way down to the mat. So inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, exhale, forward fold. Coming down one knee at a time, crossing at the ankles and coming into a seated position and bringing both legs out in front of you. So moving into our staff pose, moving the butt cheeks, the flesh of the butt. Bringing our hands just behind us to maintain this posture. Flexing the feet. Breathing. This is like the mountain pose of the floor. Okay, so now we can relax that a bit, relax the feet a bit. And you're just gonna lift up the butt. Just tuck your fingers underneath each side. We're gonna take those shoulders up and back and down. And very slowly, slowly recline until your elbows are on the mat. Instead of flexing the feet, we're going to point the toes. Excellent. You're going to take the shoulders up and back, and then gently just let the head relax behind you, opening wide through the collarbone. This is our fish pose. Nice and easy, relax the shoulders, gently bring the head to neutral. We're going to bend the knees and then just make our way down to the mat on our backs and bringing both knees into the chest. Oh, nice. And just a little massage back and forth, side to side. Great. And then let's extend the left leg straight. And we're going to take the right ankle and we're going to put that on the left knee and just allowing this knee to just open up. So this is a supine lotus position, half lotus, because we're only using one knee. Supine means we're laying on our backs, and that feels super. That's the way I remember it. It's a super pose. It's super to be on my back. If this feels like too much of a pull, you can take one of those books or blocks and put it under the right knee. Otherwise, just enjoy this nice stretch on the inner thigh. When you're ready, just guide that knee towards the center. Take the ankle off. Foot is flat. Let's bring up the left foot flat so both knees are bent. Extend the right. Flex that foot. And now taking the left ankle onto the right knee. And again, just letting gravity do what it does best. Oh, and that should feel really good. And again, gently guiding that leg towards the center. Foot is flat. Let's bring up the right, and now bringing both knees towards the chest again, giving it a good hug, and then gently massage side to side. So when you're ready, you can bring the feet down, and you decide how you'd like to do your Shavasana today. Maybe you'd like to bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe you'd like to keep the knees where they are. Maybe you just want to stretch out. That feels great too. So your choice, you're in charge of these last few moments of this practice. Gently closing the eyes, checking in with the body, noticing if there's been a shift since the start. Maybe start to bring your awareness back to your surroundings, gently wiggling the fingers and the toes. Maybe some soft ankle circles. Maybe bending the knees, feet are flat, and rolling onto one side into a fetal position. Oh, and just thanking yourself for showing up on your mat today. And I feel reborn. I'm grateful for this body. I'm grateful for the breath. And taking your time, just pushing up your hands, coming into a seated position, opening the eyes, bringing the palms together at the heart center. So I thank you for joining me today and sharing your practice. I leave you with this quote: if you're not moving forward, you're already falling backward or behind. I bow to each and every one of you with love, joy, and gratitude. Namaste. I'll see you soon.